Here we go. Take a look. Okay, just let me know if you guys can hear the audio right here. Here we go.
Just back up.
Can you guys hear that?
What are you saying to me?
Because are you even listening?
You just said something really fucking mean.
Oh yeah, I did. Because you didn't. Did you even listen to what I said? What was the condition?
Can you guys hear it?
I don't remember.
Exactly. See, I said I'm gonna let you say what you think you heard. Then, when you're done, I'm gonna say what I said. I'm not gonna interrupt you, and you're not gonna interrupt me.
You
Now,
just...
let's stop right there. No, stop.
Why did you say you were gonna kill dogs?
You're literally doing the thing that you did.
Pause real quick.
You're interrupting.
For context, this whole argument, to preface this whole entire argument, this all started because she had just been streaming 12 hours straight IRL, which is out with a camera in real life, streaming and talking to people. She's been doing it since TwitchCon because she has a schedule that she does. He texted her and told her to stream 24 hours. She says, no, I'm tired. He goes, I'm going to kill your dogs and send your horses to the meat market if you don't do a 24-hour stream. And then it went to this. So when she's talking about all of this, he did say all of this stuff, and his reasoning behind it, he explains. But, like, that's to preface all of this, where, like, she had already been streaming a shit ton, and she was like, no, I don't want to do 24 hours. So he was like, then your dogs and your horses are gone. So...
Allie, how would you feel if somebody told you they're going to kill your dogs and your horses as a local woman on the show?
I mean, I'm a normal human being, so I would just take screenshots and go to the police station. Like, if I'm really worried about, you know what I mean? I'm not going to... Women love red flags, okay? Women love red flags, and when it comes to DV, it's usually, honestly, equal parts. If you look at the FBI crime and data statistics, so this woman is equally toxic in some way. I do not condone what the guy's doing. I definitely think it's a form of ABUSE. But I'm not going to pretend like she's just this innocent sweetheart. And who could pretend? She's a cam girl. Come on.
Jesus is real. This is karma.
No, tell me. That's not...
And Chad, I'll just say this. You'll notice in her manipulative behavior, he doesn't know she's live streaming this conversation. So she starts to ask questions that are incriminating. And then you can see her. She starts to like force the cry out. Like the crying is like, it doesn't really strike. Like
that was why I thought it was fake originally. I was sitting there watching it with my boys and a couple other streamers. And we were sitting there like, is this real? Is this real? Because you couldn't tell. And we didn't know we didn't know it was like at least moderately real until we got like before and after context, and we're like, holy shit, like there's nothing fake about this. But she's leading him a lot. She leads him a lot. She takes advantage of him not knowing a lot, and you'll be like, oh man, that's really sneaky. Like if he would have known, he would have been able to like answer that a different way. But I think it's to like prove that he's lying. That's why she did it.
Oh yeah, and like I said, you'll see when a woman's really, really crying, she like can't turn the fucking tears off. She's like, oh, it's just like it just flows out. But how she goes crying to like complete stop. What would you say, Allie?
Oh, I think that she is past the point of caring. I mean, if anyone's ever been in a toxic relationship, the man having emotional outbursts, which is in his feminine, at first you're like, oh no, what did I do wrong? But eventually you're like, man, it is 8 a.m. on Tuesday. Can you just shut up? Can you just stop? So I think that's where she is at. That's my assumption.
So Tylen is in the chat. He says, so is this her boyfriend on the phone? No, this is her husband. And her husband have been lying to the world, pretending she's single while sending her. Does she get naked on OnlyFans?
Yes.
She probably, I don't subscribe to her OnlyFans. I don't know. Everyone I know that does, I think she gets naked. I don't know why you would subscribe if she doesn't get naked. You can just Google, you can just go to her Twitter or Instagram, I guess. But she definitely gets, and she doesn't even have to get naked. Dudes hand her money no matter what. Like I was telling you in the room before, there was a dude who was whining on a bigger streamer's chat, being like, I gave her $3K last month, and she said she was single. And it's like, if all these dudes are going in here thinking she's single, and she's like, Because like no broke guy's gonna pull this girl. Like I'm sorry, you gotta either be some crazy narcissist to be able to at least match her level of narcissism, or you gotta have a shit ton of fucking money. Like there's no other way.
Mm-hmm. I'm just talking about the crying. You can definitely see it's definitely disingenuous. But we're 48 seconds in. Let it go.
Unacceptable.
What do you mean, no? I'm telling you right now. You're interrupting me telling you.
Why did you say you were going to kill my dogs?
Leave the house.
Okay, I can leave the. You know what? Actually, I don't. I shouldn't leave the house because my dogs are here.
We'll take the dogs and leave. I'm telling you. You're asking the question. I'm telling you, and you're interrupting my like telling you, literally.
What are you saying? You just told me you were going to kill dogs if I didn't do a 24-hour stream.
Nope, did not say that. Now you're just fucking being a liar.
I'm not just.
I said I'm going to.
My dogs are here.
We'll take the dogs and leave. I'm telling you. You're asking the question. I'm telling you.
You're gonna cut. You're gonna hear the same clip again. It's just a cut.
Okay. Well, let me just play it.
What are you saying? You just.
Now you're just fucking being a liar.
I'm not just.
I said I'm going to tell you in terms of the earlier, because you're still saying that I. Oh my god, dude. You said. Why are you pausing? You didn't ask a question. You said a statement. Did you say that? No?
I tried to tell you
Are
what
you
I
saying you
heard.
did not say that? Are you saying you did not say that?
I tried to tell you what I heard from you. And you called me a liar.
Then you tell me what.
He kind of sounds like the Riddler. He sounds like the Riddler from the Batman when he's kind of freaking out.
This is so sad. These two need Jesus.
It is kind of sad. Do you believe her tears? Because she turns them off pretty quickly, off and on.
No. So I'm not. Look, women are crazy, and I've had enough conversations with women to know that most of us that are self-aware realize that we're crazy. But I've had moments where I'm crying, and then some wave of rationalism will hit me, and I'm like, wait a minute, why am I crying? I'm like, are these real tears? I'm like, they're not. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm acting. So I think sometimes you just like naturally fall into it. Because if you think about it, we're socialized in a way where if you cry, you get what you want. Except if you end up with a masculine man, because he's just gonna look at you like, what's up, dummy?
Look, I think this guy right here, unknown capo music. I'm gonna play devil's advocate on this. This man is beta and feminine. We can all tell that, but I also feel like this is a manipulation tactic on her end, so she can get simps and white knights to rush to her side. I think that's a spot on analysis.
Yeah, could be. I mean, I just don't think she wanted to pay alimony. I think she was leaving him, getting divorced and everything. This is going to be evidence for court.
Oh yeah. Well, let's continue.
What did you say?
I don't know what you're saying anymore.
Bro, here's what happened. I'm going to start from the beginning. I asked you why.
And me and Woggles have a personal belief that this man is coked out of his mind right now.
Oh, you hear him? You'll hear him in the call. He'll start yelling at her, and he stops, and you hear him do a real big sniff, and then he starts yelling at her again. So when I heard that, I was like, this homie's on coke. There's no doubt, because he is just bow, 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 and no matter what she's saying, he's still going bow, 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 bow. He doesn't give a shit. He's just running right through it.
Yeah, he's just like a fucking coked out attorney. Like, this is why you're wrong, and you said this, and you interjected here, and this is why I hate you.
He starts using words. I think the funniest part about this whole thing, he uses words that she doesn't know. He uses like big words or like SAT words that she clearly doesn't understand, and it leaves her confused. And like, there's a point where like he asks her, "Do you know what this word means? Do you know what this word means?" And she says that she knows, but she doesn't know like the meaning of the meaning. So he explains it to her, and I'm sitting there like, holy shit! It's like talking to a 5-year-old.
Let's continue on here.
If there's a reason, because you insinuated that. Why would we only do threesomes with guys? I think we should do them with guys.
Threesomes.
Oh my god!
What is
Look,
it?
see this right here. This right here. This right here is why I said that. You weren't even listening, which is my point. If you're not listening well enough, then you're literally, now you see why. I didn't say if you don't shit 24 hours, I'm gonna kill your dogs. No, listen!
Oh.
I said, I'm gonna say a thing, you're gonna say a thing, and I bet you're not gonna hear mine at all. And to prove the point, I said something terrible. To prove that when something is very, very important to you, you literally don't hear anything else. That was the whole point. And now that you're trying to play the victim, I'm pissed even more because you're now lying. You didn't even hear what I said. That's the point. I said it very clearly, but you didn't hear it. Why? Because something more terrible distracted you. That was my whole point.
You're hearing what you say.
No, I did. I said it on purpose. I said it to show you how easily distracted you are. You're one more conviction. You're lying. You're literally lying to me. I said this. Stop. I said, you're going to tell me what you said? Then I'm going to tell you what I said. And if you lie or interrupt my part, I'm going to kill your dogs. That's exactly what I said.
Oh.
And I said that because I knew when I say that, instantly you were what you said and what I said. Both.
Why do you have to say you're gonna kill my dog? What does that help anything?
Because, stop. Zoom out. Because you weren't understanding my point, which is this. When there's something that emotionally triggers you, you actually don't remember anything else. And that's my whole point. You
want to say something, Alec?
Well, duh, that's how it works.
That's
Like-
trauma. That's literally what trauma is.
No. I mean, if you get emotionally overwhelmed, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, me and other women, our feelings get hurt and it's hard to focus. What does
Yeah.
man expect? This is what I mean. Like, men say they want to be with women, but then they don't want, or they want to take the woman out of the woman. Like, oh, okay, you know, when she's emotionally overwhelmed, she has a hard time sticking to the facts. Like, shocking. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Not
And-
level-headed enough to be able to handle that. Like any reasonable man that sees a woman overreacting or acting like even like this, they have the patience to be able to be like, okay, you know what you're doing right now. Like, you take some time to calm down, or we can talk it out. Like, those are the ways that you kind of bring your girl out of that cloud, out of that headspace of like everything's overstimulated. And I don't think this guy's ever had to deal with that. I don't think most guys have had to deal with that, especially most guys who do most of their interactions online, like these people, where it's like, damn, you've never had to really bring a girl down out of her shit, because like that's once you do that once, it becomes second nature. I'm sure John has no problem whenever his girl's overreacting, being like, nope, like what the fuck do you think you're doing? And it's like, no, come back down here, come back to fucking reality. Like you don't let that happen.
Yeah, you know, when you just see them kind of go, I mean, not even my girl, like my friends that are girls, sometimes they call you and they're just like a complete emotional wreck, and you just got to be like, okay, calm down, everything's gonna be okay. Like, you're what is it? You're not fat, you're not ugly, no, everybody doesn't hate you. Like,
Are you sure? Are you sure? Do they know you? They don't hate me.
I saw a tweet that blew up the other day of a girl being like, I called one of my boys for help, and he just fixed my problem instead of letting me talk.
Mhm.
And that's that's the problem. Girls, most women want to talk and want you to hear it out, instead of like, and most dudes are solution oriented, like right off the bat, where it's like they're already like 10 steps ahead. And some girls are self-aware enough to be the 10 steps ahead and be able to catch themselves. But it's like, if you can get the solution right off the bat, there's no solution to what's going on with this girl right now. That's why he doesn't have the solution. That's why he's emotionally unstable. She has him by the balls, and he's all over the place right now. And he's just flailing for whatever he can latch onto, because he has no control. And he never had any control, despite selling all of her pictures, having all of this money, running her entire shit. He never had any fucking control. And that's the huge fucking problem. If you're going to run a business like that and you're going to relinquish creative control to your significant other while you are the entertainment, you got to have some sort of mutual respect there. There's none here.
It's not entertainment. He's an e-pimp. Right.
really
And I'm so tired of people trying to be like, oh, is it okay if I'm pimped out if it's by my husband? Like, what kind of world are we asking these questions in? This doesn't make any type of sense. Like, shocking. The marriage is toxic between the man who's an e-pimp and the e-girl. Really? I'm not. Come on.
I mean, are prostitutes ever happy? I don't think so.
I would hope to not meet one. I'm so sorry if you're going through that, though.
Yeah. And then, I mean, what do you really expect, honestly, when you put your wife out there to do shit like this? Have you seen this, Alan? This is what she does.
Get out. This is who I get compared to sometimes, just for covering Red Pill content. This is what I get compared to, guys. Y'all see me in my sweater, some BS.